Hey there, Gio DeSanto here. I'm going to answer some questions about how Gen Xers can balance the financial pressures of supporting both aging parents and children and themselves at the same time, and talk about any budgeting strategies or long-term planning. I'm a Gen Xer, so I'm coming up on some aging parents here and have a child and so on. Um, I'll answer this question like I answer many other questions when it comes to budgeting. Budgeting without the context of knowing your income and expenses legitimately, not like guessing or by your gut. Budgeting without that information is a little bit of a potentially useless task. First, you need to know what you spend money on legitimately, and then from there you say, hey, how can I do better? Maybe spend less here or there, tighten the belt, and so on. The way you know that is by using some kind of software. I use Quicken, but you can use other things, and actually track your income and expenses, connecting your bank accounts, downloading and categorizing stuff, and seeing where you spend money. From there, you can budget. I mean, ultimately, you have multiple goals here in your life. It's like you need to pay for your life, pay for your kids. Inevitably, the big expenses that might come down the road are sending your kids to college and also potentially pitching in for your parents' long-term care. You want to do some long-term planning earlier on and bake into your plan some of these expenses. So obviously, if you're right at that moment now, that piece of advice doesn't help you, but depending where you're at and how far you think you're going to go, it's never too late to actually get a plan based on your income, your expense, what your potential net savings or net positive cash flow is every month, and decide what of that can I put towards long-term care either right now because it's needed, or in the near future because I know it might be coming up. Obviously, the other aspects of the long-term care are, what stage are your parents at? Are they cognizant and can they manage their own money? If they can't, at some point you have to get into their finances and find out what they have to bring to the table for their own long-term care, and can you put yourself in a position to manage that money for them? A lot of clients I work with actually start using Quicken, ironically, because they start to take over their aging parents' finances and they want to do it in some sort of computer system so it's organized and they can track it and they can talk about it with their parents. So they sort of do Quicken for their parents. Inevitably, their Social Security will become a factor. If they own a home, it will become a factor. So you want to do the math on what their contribution is going to be and see what you need to do potentially to supplement that. So it is a bit of, it takes some time to do that kind of comprehensive planning. But if you really want to have an educated plan that you can rely on, that factors in reality, you got to do the math. You got to do some homework on your income and spending. Find out really what you have capacity for, and then from there, tighten the belt. See what you can spend less on, so they put more in the college and the long-term planning pot. I will say also you can do there are some tax benefit strategies too, like if you have a flexible spending account option at your job, you can open one of those. You can put money in for parental long-term care and have it be a tax-deductible account. So, from the nuts and bolts point of view, that might be something you could look at to least get a tax deduction on any money that you might be putting towards the care. So those are some thoughts to think about. Hope it's helpful. Talk to you later.